Ready? Present.
Hold your lugs.
Hold your lugs. Give fire. Tribes. This is what they're taking off them. It's this type of gun here, the matchlock here. Are you ready to load?
Yeah, absolutely. So normally I'd be utilising little paper cartridges. I can't actually be shooting that ball in it, which I'm not doing. So I'm loading from a flask, which is something they would do as well, but generally when it's got this lovely little nozzle on the end, which means when I have it open and then I close it, I have a set amount of powder, so I've still got a measured shot. I'll put that down the barrel, and then I'll do it again because it's got different taste from that. And I'll try and expedite it because the rain is coming in. So, with that done, I will fetch what would be my lead ball, but I'm going to put the paper down the barrel. You can do this as well, this is the blood end. So it could be paper, it could be wool, it could be any sort of fabric really. And then I'm getting out my ramrod, and I'm ramming the projectile down, moving the ramrod, and returning it, because it's really funny if you shoot at somebody, but then you can't use your gun anymore, so it's not really great. Right. I'm then going to prime my pan, which I didn't do because it's a little bit difficult with this one.
Because he forgot to prime his pan.
I'm trying to avoid rain getting in it.
Good idea.
I put some powder in my pan, I cast off the excess, and I close it back over. Now it takes this match, it's still lit. I try and get it nice and hot. I place it in what is called the serpent. The match, tighten that down. Make sure I hold on to the other end of it. I give it a little check, make sure that we're going to get vaguely where we need to with it. Okay, then I'll open the pan, so everyone remember what we're doing. Okay, everybody, hold your lugs.
Hold your lugs.
Nice!
That was nice.
Now, that took me about an hour. If I'm not explaining every step, it would go faster. So you're expecting 2 to 3 rounds a minute with one of these. Definitely getting into 3 with one of his.
So it's a well-known custom, not just in Scotland, but throughout the British Isles. When we were at war, we would always wait for your enemy to reload. It's just the gentlemanly thing we do in Scotland. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull back the cork. If you've ever heard the expression of going off half cock, it's an expression we use in the British Isles. I'm not sure about the continent where you're from. You go off half cock. Technically speaking, you can't go off half cock because it actually is a safety feature on the gun. We pull back what we call the frizzing. This is the flash pan. If you've ever heard the expression, a flash in the pan, to go, you know, like someone that's famous for a short while, reality TV stars, etc., a flash in the pan. It comes from the gun because sometimes, I hope not today, especially as his has went so well, I hope I don't have a flash in the pan. It's just rubbish. So what you do is you open up your flash pan, and again you would prime the pan just like Shoris there, and a lot of the powder falls down through a small aperture into the actual muzzle of the gun. Cast off excess. We'll take our cartridge again, and we'll just simply...
Which when you're using the paper cartridge, you would have to bite the bullet to get it open. So
oh yeah, bite the bullet, that's another one, I like that. Which I didn't forget about, totally forgot about. Pour that down the muzzle of the gun. I'll then take my wadding, which would be the paper from the cartridge that Murray actually shot, and simply push it down. You would then spit the bullet, you're spitballing down the muzzle. Take your rammer or your scouring stick, and you will push this down until you are scraping the bottom of the barrel. You must have heard that before, ladies. You go out on a Friday night, you have a couple of drinks, you meet someone, you wake up the next day and you think, scrape the bottom of the barrel. This is where it comes from. Why we use that is because when we pull this out after a shot, it's quite manky and stuff like that. You don't want to be left with it. We will then we'll actually pull the actual trigger back to full cock, we'll present, we'll make ready, and then you'll give fire. Like so.
Hold your lugs.
Yes. So would you like that again? One more, right. So if all you Jacobites could talk amongst yourselves, where would it end to shoot you?
Need some elevator music.
Well, the bagpipes would suffice.
Look at the way they're going, look at that. How do you
Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Ready?
Is it?
Hold your
Ready?
lugs.
Hold your lugs.